Welcome everybody to the third lesson in our Animal Adaptations unit. This one is a social studies lesson. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how people have adapted to their habitats. So we've been talking about animals up until now, but now we're going to talk about how people adapt. Here's our objective. You're going to choose a region of the world, of North America, and choose a group of Native Americans from that part of North America, and you're going to describe how they adapted to their environment. And you're going to illustrate what you find using the iPad application called Interactive Whiteboard. So, let's go down to where it says Start Here. This is a reminder that people have to adapt to their environments too. It's not just for animals. So, the first thing you're going to do in step one is to choose a Native American group, and I have a really great resource for you to use. If you click on this link, it'll take you to a website and you'll see all the different regions of the United States, and you can choose one of these regions to research. You might be interested in researching the Native Americans that lived in the eastern part of the country, or the Plains Indians, or the ones that lived on the West Coast. You can choose any one of these, or you can click on these buttons, or you can click on the names of the tribes underneath, and all of those will take you to the same page, and you can choose one of those to research. So if you're interested in the Iroquois, you might click on that, and you'll go to this website where you're going to find lots of information about how the Iroquois lived and dressed and more. So this is the website that you will be using for your research. Let's go back to our website. Now, as you're researching, I have another research form for you to use. This is just like the last one. You'll click on the link, and it'll take you to this form that you can fill out. You can choose one of the Native American groups, whichever one you are interested in researching, and I want you to describe their environment that they lived in. What did it look like? What sort of things were in the land? Was it flat, or was it hilly? Were there rivers, or was it dry? I want you to describe it as much as you can in 3 or 4 sentences. I want you to tell me what sort of houses or shelters they lived in, what kinds of food they ate, and how did they get that food, and what sort of tools did they use. And tools could be, tools that you use for building things and fixing things, like you might think of when we say the word tools, but it also might be things that they use to, build their houses or to make their clothing. So there are a lot of different things that you could talk about when you talk about the tools that they use. When you're done with that, you'll hit submit and it'll get sent to me and I'll be able to see if you're on the right track. Let's go back to our website again. And then, once you've gotten all your information and I've checked it over and given it back to you, you're going to use the application Interactive Whiteboard to make an illustration and to record yourself talking about one of those things. Would you like to tell us about the shelter, the food that they used, or the tools that they used? You can choose one of those things and create an illustration and record your voice talking about the illustration using the application Interactive Whiteboard. And we will show these on the smartboard in our classroom, and everybody will get a chance to see each of the illustrations, so we all have a great understanding of how all of these different Native American people lived.